Hi, I'm Congressman Chris Collins, and I proudly represent New York's 27th Congressional District. This is an important time for America, and I wanted to take a moment to address some of the issues concerning my constituents. The other day, I received a message from Paul in Dansville. Paul and his wife believe that Washington needs to get serious about farm policy reform. In Paul's eyes, Washington has been putting politics in front of the needs of our nation's farmers. I understand Paul's frustration. Agriculture is an essential part of the economy in Western New York. And when I came to Congress in January, passing a farm bill was a priority of mine. As a member of the House Agriculture Committee, I worked with members on both sides of the aisle to bring to the floor a farm bill with significant savings and reform that would also give American farmers the certainty and stability they need to plan for the future. I believe the initial defeat of the Farm Bill points to the dysfunction in Washington, and that continues to stand in the way of solving real problems for real Americans. Earlier this month, the House was able to come together to pass a farm bill that provides farmers with the needed regulatory reform and cost-effective initiatives while also saving taxpayers money by ending duplicative programs. This bill was identical to the bill that had been defeated earlier, with the exception of nutrition programs, which will be considered at a later date. This month, I also heard from Jerry in East Amherst. Jerry is concerned about the Affordable Care Act and believes that Obamacare will do nothing to improve the health care or reduce costs. He calls this legislation an absolute disaster for Americans. I could not agree with Jerry more. Obamacare has already proven to be a drag on our economy. I have heard countless stories of people across New York 27 having their hours reduced as their employers struggle with the fact that they are now required to provide health care to all full-time employees, which has now been defined as 30 hours or more per week. Additionally, the uncertainty brought on by Obamacare is stopping small business owners, the backbone of our nation's economy, from growing and expanding. In fact, the most recent quarterly small business survey done by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce shows that health care is now the top concern for small businesses. This survey also shows that 71% of small businesses say Obamacare makes it harder to hire new employees, and 31% will cut back hours to reduce the number of full-time equivalent employees. The House recently voted to repeal Obamacare, but that is not enough. The American public must continue to let President Obama know that they will not accept the negative impact this legislation will have on average Americans. Mark from Caledonia wrote on a topic that has been getting attention nationally: immigration. Mark strongly believes our nation's border must be secured before any amnesty is given to illegal immigrants already in the country. Like Mark, I believe that Congress needs to create reform that will protect and secure our borders. Any immigration reform proposed in the House must begin with strong border security measures. I do not support a path to citizenship for adults who are here illegally. We are a nation of laws, and it is important that people who would like to be Americans obey and respect those laws. I do support legal work status for illegal immigrants, allowing our farmers and other industries to access the labor force they need, and for the federal government to know who is here and where they are employed. I also support citizenship for minor children who were brought here illegally by their parents or other adults. As always, thank you to all of the constituents who continue to contact my office. Sharing your thoughts and concerns allows me to better represent you and all the residents of New York's 27th District. Thank you for listening, and please tune in next month as I answer more constituent questions.